Buena gente, ¿cómo están? Estamos aquí en un nuevo video para el canal de Vampyr. Pues buena gente, vamos a continuar donde dejamos en el episodio anterior, en el acto 1, un soplón en el hospital. Pues buena gente, vamos a continuar y no hay mucho más que hacer, creo yo. Así que vamos a estar tranquilos, viendo todo. Habla con Dr.Swansea. Acá está. Se me decía. Acá nos faltan dos que parece ser... No sé, no tengo ni puta idea. Ya los veremos, ya los conoceremos más adelante, supongo.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Soy una paradoja viviente.
Poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
No hace falta pedir
There's no
disculpas.
need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashburi has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashburi is in.
Vamos a visitar esta tal Lady Ashburi. Habla con la benefactora del hospital. Antes que nada, quiero ver si no hay nada acá para agarrar. Oh, acá hay algo. Especies raras de vampiros. Wow, a ver. Especies raras de vampiros. Como erudito y exegeta de escritos ancestrales, jamás podré insistir lo suficiente sobre la importancia de tomar en cuenta las leyes y el folclore antiguo al buscar pistas sobre secretos ocultos o perdidos. Un error común es tomar lo que conocemos como una verdad establecida y utilizarla para descartar cualquier material que la contradiga. Por ejemplo, debemos considerar la posibilidad de que existan especies no descubiertas de vampiros, con la consiguiente necesidad de representar lo que consideramos la verdad inevitable sobre los distintos tipos de inmortales en base a lo que sabemos y lo que hemos recolectado a lo largo del tiempo. ¿Durante cuántos siglos consideramos que vampiro era el término vernáculo para lo que aprendimos a llamar econ? Hasta el día que 4 exploradores de la hermandad descubrieron pruebas de Siberia de que los Bulkots era un tipo de vampiro lúpido. Consideramos que estas criaturas estaban relacionadas con el hombre lobo mitológico. Ahora sabemos que no es verdad. ¿Y qué sucede con el resto? ¿Qué hay con la Rayaka de mi tierra natal? ¿Qué hay con los Xiangxi de China o de los Peuchen del sur de Chile? Incluso sin abandonar la bella Gran Bretaña, ¿qué sucede con las historias sobre mujeres con forma de murciélago a las que se les solía ver volando por la iglesia del señor de S.K. James Loud? ¿Qué sucede con la criatura identificada únicamente como desastre en algunos oscuros testimonios que intentó destruir Londres en 1666, diseminando la plaga por toda la ciudad? ¿Qué sucede con Nimrod, la mítica figura del incansable cazador de vampiros descrita por los ecos británicos ancestrales como un legendario cazador que solo se alimenta de la sangre de sus presas y puede pasar desapercibido entre mortales e inmortales? Se lo digo, hermanos míos, jamás podremos saber con absoluta certeza lo que podríamos encontrar si solo pudiéramos olvidar por algunos segundos lo que creemos que ya sabemos. Extracto de Corriendo del velo de la noche por Ushi Talshi, primado de St. Paul. Mira vos, especies de vampiros, o sea, hay más especies de vampiros. A ver, voy a seguir viendo por acá a ver si encuentro. ¿Acá hay algo más? Carta de advertencia, what? Carta de advertencia, Hospital Pembroke, 25 de octubre. Estimado Dr.Swansea, debemos transmitirle mis profundas reservas sobre el Dr. Stritch y el caso de Harvey Fickley. El señor Fickley fue internado después de una lesión laboral grave. Puede perder de manera permanente la función de su brazo si no recibe el tratamiento adecuado. El Dr. Stritch afirma que el procedimiento quirúrgico puede salvar claramente el brazo. En mi opinión, también puede anular sus funciones para siempre si surgen complicaciones. Nuestro joven colega es un cirujano audaz y atrevido que puede terminar siendo un gran profesional en algunos años, pero por ahora carece de la capacidad para encargarse de este procedimiento tan riesgoso. Debo recordar los errores que cometió en el pasado. Como el Dr. Strickland se niega a escucharme, le recomiendo con especial énfasis que le prohíba llevar a cabo este peligroso experimento. Con el mayor de respeto, el Dr. Waverly Axrose. Las habilidades médicas de Toreum fueron cuestionadas en el pasado. Ok. A ver, ¿hay algo más? En el escritorio no parece. Acá hay algo más. Carta de Rash Chadana. Ay, perdón un segundo. Hospital Pembroke, 4 de agosto. Estimado Dr. Swansea, tendré el agrado de encargarme de la morgue temporal tan pronto como se abra. Como ya le dije, fui médico en la guerra y estoy contento de poder servir nuevamente a mi país. Sé que no es lo mismo ser un médico para los muertos que serlo para los vivos, pero creo que también es importante dar la bienvenida y cuidar bien a los que han partido. Tengan la tranquilidad de que haré lo mejor posible para realizar esta nueva tarea que me han encomendado. En referencia a la pregunta sobre mis calificaciones, lamento no poder ofrecerle nada más valioso que mi palabra. Les juro que mi registro me convirtió en médico durante la guerra y eso me permitió salvar muchas vidas. Si mi palabra no es suficiente, puede contactarse con la administración militar para verificar mi experiencia y mis capacidades. Confirmará que aunque nunca haya cursado estudios médicos, la guerra me enseñó lo que un médico realmente necesita saber. Atentamente, Rakesh Chadana, ex doctor. Rakesh había sido nombrado médico por error durante la guerra. Tenemos 2 para averiguar ya antes de ir con la doctora, con la benefactora del hospital. ¿Algo más? Nope. Bueno, vamos. Hay que buscar... Oh, mira, está lleno de este. Oh, mira, ahora estos están llenos. A ver, yo te voy a preguntar, ¿hay alguno enfermo acá? No, no hay ninguno, perfecto, me sirve. El doctor este estaba por acá, ¿verdad? Sí, el doctor Stritch, no sé qué. Acá.
Good evening, Dr. Stritch.
And good evening to you, Doc. What is it?
What do you want? 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 What do you want?
el motivo de su discusión con Ashburi.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Ok, acá. La versión de... La aversión de Ashburi por los métodos modernos.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Ok, interesante.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Vamos a agarrar esto.
As for me,
Vamos a seguir por acá y vamos a hablar con el doctor... ¿Dónde está? Ah, ok, acá está mi habitación. Acá el doctor Ash, no sé qué. A ver. Ok, esto ya lo leímos. Acá. No hay absolutamente nada.
Thank you for your time.
Nos queda tan solo el doctor Redkin, que no sé por dónde salía entonces. De acá. Ah, ok, por acá. Acá está. Genial. Agarramos más opio.
Good evening, Doctor.
Preguntas. No. ¿Recibió un cargo como médico?
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir, I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Puede ser, sí. No hay nada más, ¿verdad? No, creo que la vida... Ok. Lo dejamos.
Goodbye, Mr. It's locked.
Carta arrugada, a ver. Carta arrugada. Amor mío, finalmente encontré el dinero que faltaba para pagarle al chofer de la ambulancia y que la traiga al hospital. No se preocupe por nada, es que esto por mejorarse, me he encargado de todo. Le preguntaré a algunos vecinos y dijeron que ese tal Hooks es algo así como un bribón honrado. Quizás pida algo más de dinero a cambio de una cama, pero la cama está garantizada. Lamento haberme negado a pagarlo inicialmente. Me doy cuenta de que lo importante es que usted se mejore. El hospital Pembroke es un buen lugar, según dicen pase. Pese al mal comportamiento de este Milton Hooks, le juro que ahora todo estará bien. Le veré en su cama limpia lo antes posible. Con amor, con todo amor, Nicolea. Milton Hooks. Ya, lo tenemos al máximo. Milton Hooks, nuestra pareja. Milton extorsiona a algunos de los pacientes Pembroke. Acá hay otro más. A ver, ¿qué tiene? Ah, chelines. Ah, mira, no me deja utilizarla ahora. Mira, acá hay medicamentos, frascos, todo. ¿Acá hay más? No, no parece. Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Asuntos
Have you
turbios en el
heard of
hospital.
any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
Ok. Preguntas personales. Y tenemos dos. La enfermera Holmes se sugiere... Usted saca dinero por medio de la
Tell me
extorsión.
why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Tell me, where did...
Fun.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Tenemos una pista más. A ver. Vamos a ver con la novia de este. ¿O tenemos a alguien desconocido ahí? Hasta el otro lado. Pipa.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Es usted el cómplice de Milton.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
¿De quién fue la idea?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
¿Por qué lo hizo?
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
¿Quién es
How
usted
can you be
realmente?
affected by the misery around you and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Tenemos dos pistas más.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Adiós, enfermera. Nos hablaremos pronto. La enfermera me faltan dos pistas, pero Milton, sin embargo, tiene una reputación de mierda. Está haciendo algo poco ético según la época en la que se ve esto. Y extorsiona a los pacientes. 2 de 3. Para mí se merece morir. Pero, por ahora, vamos a estar tranquilos. Y vamos a hablar con la señorita benefactora del hospital. Se me hizo ver que ya. No me diga que es...
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
No sé la verdad.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
Lady
My
Ashburi.
name is Lady Ashburi. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Me alegra volver a verla.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
¿Los pacientes le han dado problemas?
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Por la forma en la que estaba tratando a ese paciente, yo le
The
creo.
world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Más necesario. Tengo preguntas sobre vampiros.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Estoy aquí para ayudarla.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
¿Qué quieres de mí?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
¿Hay otro vampiro que la amenaza?
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
¿Por qué no lo resuelve usted misma?
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Ok, continúe, por favor.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Yo me ocuparé de eso.
I'll take care of it.
Claramente
Do you
sabemos
know where
ya.
I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
La veré.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
¿Puedo hablar ahora?
Is the mystery
Perfecto.
closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance. Is our little miss
I think
my situation?
Ah, ok. No me deja hablar con ella hasta que... Ok. ¿Y es parte de acá? No, no es parte de acá. Ah, mira, acá tenemos algo más. Ah, tenemos misión. Tenemos también misión. A ver. ¿Qué es lo que tengo que hacer? Ah, para allá. Ok. O sea, tengo ¿cuántas misiones? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tengo 3 misiones actualmente, tan solo. Por lo menos en este distrito. En este distrito ninguna. Más que misiones son investigaciones. Tengo que averiguar quién está espiando a Thelma. Tengo que averiguar el error médico. Espera que... A ver. Interroga a Branham.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
¿Rumores de asuntos
Have you heard
turbios?
rumors of anything underhand going on here at the hospital?
No, Doctor. Never.
Ese Never fue medio sospechoso. Ok, el error médico de
Tell me
Tippes.
what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Yo entiendo lo que hizo, pero al mismo tiempo corrió un gran riesgo y no tenía derecho a hacerlo. O sea, las 3 están bien. Pero vamos a ir como en el entendimiento de entiendo lo que
I
hizo.
can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Ok. Y tenemos una pista más sobre McConaughey. Bueno, McConaughey, nada que ver. Kimmer cubrió el error médico de Corman Tippes. Ok, vamos para atrás. No pondré en evidencia el error del Dr.
I've
Tippes.
decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett. Shall we say, misdemeanor?
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Él ya lo sabe que lo que... ¡Oh, la pista! Fallé la pista. Pista perdida. O sea, perdí una pista de este por hablar con esta, pero esta no se bloqueó la pista. Oh.
Goodbye, nurse.
Investigación supuestamente exitosa, pero a medio pelo. ¿Ese?
Good evening, miss. I'll leave.
Ah, este pez.
There again. Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr.Swansea?
If
Cállese.
you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Le gustan los rumores.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
¿Es usted la
You
extorsionadora?
seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
No sobre errores
I
médicos.
assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Contra a la enfermera Pipa.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
¿Pipa? ¿Qué tiene que ver Pipa? Ah. Tengo que encontrar a la enfermera Pipa y a Dorothy. Pipa está atrás. Acá.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Aunque no creo. Hombre extraño visita las
Can
enfermeras.
you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye.
Supongo que falta la doctora Dorothy. ¿Qué hora hay? Espera, no hablé con... ¿Es ella? A ver, yo quiero saber... ¿Es la que necesitamos? No, no parece. Oh, hay alguien allá. What? ¿No puedo pasar atrás de eso? Espera, ¿este chabón?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many...
Señor Blight. La fobia de Newton para la rata no dejó que rescatara a su amigo perdido. Ah, es de acá. Ok.
Those who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
A ver. Acerca de usted.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
Acerca de ese amigo.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
¿Quedas aquí?
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
La ubicación de ese
Where
amigo.
was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
Ok.
I have all the
Thank you.
A ver, espera. Me faltó
Have you found us?
chequeo
Not yet.
médico.
All right.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
I have...
Ok,
Thank
ahora
you.
sí nos vamos. Ah. Hay veces que pasa esto. Escuchar a escondidas. Ok, sí, pero déjame ir para allá. Acá no hay nada más, ¿verdad? Oh, ¿esto está cerrado ahora? Ah, no está acá. A ver, ¿acá hay algo? No, y no parece que haya nada más, así que... Saludable. ¡Epa! Casi te me escapas tú. Tú también. Acá. F.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Recupera el matón. Vamos a entrar.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Ah, mira, hijo puta. Casi te me pierdes. ¿Qué pasó por acá? Oh, genial. Skulls. Mierda, consumí carne al... sangre al pedo. Genial, tenemos más cositas acá. Perfecto. Ataco, ataco, pumba, ataco, ataco, ataco. Garrotes de púas comunes. Oh, aturdimiento, sí. Esto no lo podemos hacer ninguno, ¿no? F. Pero a partir de ahora vamos a usar el garrote. ¿Por qué? Porque si se dan cuenta tiene más daño y encima aturde. O sea, es un arma bastante buena. Muy buena, mejor dicho. La provisión del dragón. Si hablamos de la hermandad de Saint Paul, les advierto a nuestros miembros que tengan mucho cuidado con los supuestos eruditos. Por supuesto, la mayoría de ellos siempre son afables y respetuosos cuando se nos acercan. Pero no sería sensato para un círculo discreto como el club de Ascalon hablar irresponsablemente sobre nuestros objetivos, nuestros miembros o nuestras tradiciones. También me gustaría recordarles a nuestros miembros de la propia hermandad que tienen la antigüedad suficiente para tener tradiciones misteriosas. Una de ellas, según algunos informantes, puede ser el ritual de la denominada provisión del dragón. Parece que en ciertas condiciones, cuando los hermanos de San Paul encuentran un inmortal violento o sediento de sangre, invocan esta provisión. ¿En qué consiste exactamente? No lo sé. ¿Existe realmente? Tampoco lo sé con certeza. Pero lo que he establecido a nivel factual es que siempre que un vampiro hostil o vengativo ha amenazado a Londres, ha desaparecido sin dejar rastros cuando la hermandad invoca esta provisión. Ni siquiera Leal Fervancha ha sido tan imprudente de provocar abiertamente a la hermandad. Esta es una lección que todos debemos recordar. Jamás ser considerados dragones por la hermandad. Extracto de La Ley de Ascalon de Lord Redgrave, fundador.
This is despicable.
Ok. Esto parece sospechoso, así que vamos a subir. Y hay un pasillo más por acá, ¿verdad? Sí, por acá arriba. Es posible que un ciudadano esté en peligro. No sobrevivirá una noche más. Voy a revisarlo. Oh. Genial. Habla con la persona asustada. A ver.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, Take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Ah, no puedo hablar, ni hacer chequeo médico, ni memorizar, ni nada. Ok. Ahí está enfermo. Con cefalia. Rescataste a un ciudadano. Regresará a su distrito la siguiente noche. Y completamos la investigación. Acá hay una caja. Acá hay otra caja con municiones. Y supongo que no va a tener que tocar de que entrar por acá. What? Genial, una bestia completamente enorme. Tengo que esquivar 2 veces. ¿Es en serio? Toma esto, por puto bestia. Juego para atrás. Sangre. Control. 2. Pumba, pumba, pumba. Para atrás. 2. Ah, mierda, no sé. Genial, vamos con otro golpe. Y 2. Está nada. No le falta mucho. 1, 2. Un golpe más. Perfecto. Muestra de la sangre revitalizante diluida. Joder, su puta. ¿Pero qué mierda es esto? El voucher de la enfermera Crane. Si está enfermo o no tiene dinero, no importa quién sea o dónde venga. Venga a ver a Dorothy. Si necesita ayuda, son trucos gratis. No hacemos preguntas. Solo deben encontrar la casa de Darius Petriscu y presentar este copón. Extorsión en Whitechapel. He perdido el rastro de la enfermera Dorothy Crane luego de su reunión con un turbio pandillero. Por suerte encontré una pista útil en el cadáver del hombre. Luego de que unos escalofriantes lo asesinaron. Una suerte de cupón para un examen médico gratuito en Whitechapel. El folleto está en inglés y rumano. Quienes representen este voucher están invitados a la casa de un tal Darius Petriscu, donde deberán preguntar por Dorotea. ¿Son las mismas personas que Dorotea y Dorothy Crane? ¿Es la misma autora de la carta extorsiva que recibió Lady Ashburi? Creo que lo mejor será ir a Whitechapel lo antes posible y obtener todas las respuestas necesarias de la enfermera, si es que logro encontrarla allí.
In Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Ah, mira, hay sangre ahí. Y salimos de aquí. Tenemos 1900 de experiencia. Vamos. ¿Qué haces tú aquí? Mira, necesito sangre. Ah, ¿es en serio? Oh, puta. Acá mi pregunta es... cefalia. ¿Puedo fabricar un medicamento para la cefalia? Y ya tenerlos a todos al 100%, porque si no se van a seguir instruyendo. Si no, directamente no subo de nivel y listo, porque si subo de nivel y pasa la noche, las enfermedades se agravian, según no leí mal. Todavía no tengo la llave de esto. No. Vamos a analizar esto. Oh. No tengo para la cefalia. Oh, la concha de la lora. Voy a llevar uno de estos, uno de estos, uno de estos. Y nada de esto porque no tengo. Voy a dormir porque si no, ir allá con todo es como al pedo. Vamos a aumentar la resistencia y la salud. Voy a mejorar la garra. No me alcanza. Dije que voy a mejorar la coagulación. No me alcanza tampoco. Sí, sí me alcanza. Pero voy a mejorar la autofagia, que me cura un poco más. No, la verdad que no. La mordedura fuerte la vamos a subir. Y la regeneración rápida también. Vamos a subir la capacidad de sangre para aumentar más sangre, para tener más sangre. Y vamos a aumentar la gran sed. Y con esto le quedamos en la puerta del 10. Confirmar. La noche siguiente. Distrito estable. A ver. No se contagió. Necesito tratamiento para la cefalia. Hasta cierto punto es una paja esto. Acá está el chabón.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
Vamos a preguntar su vida en Londres. ¿Por qué sigue aquí?
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Vaya al hospital Pembroke.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Cuénteme sobre su guerra.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know.
Easy.
The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
¿Ya conocía a Howard? Yo también cometí en Francia.
I fought in France too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
¿Ya conocía a Oswald?
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Qué linda. Ahora vamos a preguntas personales. Su fobia a las ratas.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Okay.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Hello again.
No quería hacer esto, quería irme. Quería apretar la B. La B chica. Y ahí está Oswald.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Vamos a preguntar su vida en Londres. ¿Tiene trabajo?
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
¿Por qué lo encerraron?
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
¿Cuál fue el motivo de su discusión?
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
¿Claustrofobia?
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Howard prefiere abordar su claustrofobia sin tratarse en el hospital. Sí, no sé. ¿Por qué no va a un hospital?
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Preguntas personales. Su miedo a estar encerrado.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Ay, pasé. Oh, entonces ¿qué era? Con los dos encima. No me jodas. Yo sé por qué podría ser.
Goodbye.
Vaya a la mierda. Ah, qué raro que fue eso. Por su infancia no creo. Pues bueno, gente, acaba de sonar la alarma, así que lo vamos a dejar por aquí, yendo a buscar a la señorita Dorothy Crane en Whitechapel. Y bueno, nos vemos en la siguiente, gente. Bye bye.